Сейчас мы зайдем, там сразу 1000 человек, надо со всеми поздороваться, да.
So, guys, hello everybody. Here we are with our streaming session, trading live at Bitseven.com. And today I'm with you guys. My name is Alex, and I'm gonna show you some maybe new investment strategies, cryptocurrency trading ideas, and so on. And today we have some special things going on. I have two guys with me, good friends of mine. They are pro traders, and they gonna tell us maybe some interesting things about maybe some concepts about how we're gonna trade in short term. So let's begin.
Hello.
I hope you hear him well. Uh,
So guys, if you have any questions before our trading, feel free to ask. Who is watching us? Who is
uh,
observing?
we have a huge audience, so don't be shy. Okay, so let's have a look. What's your? How do you want to be known?
My name is Andrei, and I'm trading for about 8 years already.
That's good.
Yes, I started from American stock market, like Nasdaq, you know. But few years ago, we decided to go to some risky market, cryptocurrency. We started our, how to say it, capital. We opened investing agency and started to get money from our clients to give them some extra.
To make profit.
Yes.
So, uh, just kind of the first question: how much profit do you? Uh,
Make.
I, well, do you? How much profit your clients expect from you?
You know it. Expect. Of course, everybody expect 100% per day, but you know, we always say the truth, and
Let's be realistic.
yes,
Yes.
yes, and we always look at the market and understand what we can get and what we can't. For now, it's about from 5 to 10% per month. I think from deposit, it's quite real. So
And do your other agencies promise more, or maybe they promise less?
of course, there are some who promise some moons, but
But it's not realistic.
yes,
Yes, I understand. And so, how long have you been trading cryptocurrencies for now?
it's been already about I think 2 years for cryptocurrency. Quite young market, but very nice.
Mhm. And what cryptocurrencies do you trade? Well, I think it's Bitcoin, but I'm very interested. Maybe some others.
You know, we have different strategies. Of course, Bitcoin is the most tradable currency. About 50% of our fund is in Bitcoin, but also we have some strategies, high risky strategies, where we buy, you know, some altcoins from top 100 or top 200 and just waiting, flipping them and getting our profit.
So it's Litecoin.
No, Litecoin is quite good currency too. I'm talking about, you know, some perspective coins which are
Well,
not
like name some.
uh, like, you know, Syrian coin is very nice
Uh-huh.
coin for now because it's a young company which started to produce crypto mobile phones. They have crypto wallet in it. With a
So you think they have some future, yeah?
yeah, yeah. They got two separate operating systems inside, so it's quite nice thing, and we think this project project has some future. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And here we are trading at Bitseven.com, and we have uh, these options. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe just a short opinion on these currencies. What are perspectives? For example, yes, you named Bitcoin. It's your main cryptocurrency to trade.
Yes, for everybody.
Yes, and how about Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple? Uh, how do you find them?
We really like Ripple, but it's quite centralized currency, but with a great future. They now planning to work with the many banks worldwide. As we know, they have already partnered about 200 banks. They're making, they're already doing business, and the coin is feeling good on the market, I think.
Mhm. And do you think centralized is good or bad for cryptocurrency?
Of course, it's very very bad. It's I can't say actually it's bad or not, because system that we have now is all centralized. But the thing is that the main idea of cryptocurrency was the decentralizing and giving people freedom to store their money, not to believe some governments or some third parties.
Not to depend on some third parties. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah. And but okay, I got the point. So it's good for crypto community, yes. But is it good for investors? Because for investors, decentralized is it good? Maybe it's not so dependable like centralized. How do you find it?
It all depends. It depends on the coin, because we have Bitcoin, which is decentralized, and we see that it's quite usable. People buy it, sell it, they use it for different things, for storage, for you know.
So investors are
And
good
such.
with decentralized
Yes,
Bitcoin.
yes.
You mean?
The main thing is, I think, for now, it's already not. The main thing is not if it's centralized or not. The main thing is what is the coin? What it
How it behaves.
yes, what it can give to people. Because now a lot of coins which are just shit coins. You
Yes,
just can't
like
use it.
bubbles. Yes.
Yes.
Uh huh. I
It,
got.
it can be centralized, it can be decentralized, but it's not used. It can't be used anywhere, so it's Ponzi.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so from these four cryptocurrencies, your favorite is Bitcoin and Ripple. That's right. I mean, if you would trade here, you would choose Bitcoin and Ripple, like main
Uh,
ones.
as idea, yes, but also Ethereum is quite nice currency too.
Mm,
It's like
uh-huh. And in terms of trading, so what I mean, if by the way, how do you make your trades? You depend on economy analysis on use, or you do more technical style?
uh, we we have
Both.
we have both. Yes, we have people who use technical analysis, who trade fundamental things, but the main thing is, of course, as you asked before, the main currency in crypto for now is Bitcoin, of course, and the trading of this coin is the best for now, because it's less risky than other, because the capitalization of the currency and
So the bigger capitalization, the more stable
yes.
it is. Mm-hmm. And how about volatility? Do you find, like, for example, Ripple volatility is good enough to trade?
You know, mm, it can be said like how
You don't take into account volatility, you mean?
no, we take it to account, but we can't. I can't tell you now about intraday volatility because one day it can go, 20%, and one day it can go 0%.
Uh-huh.
So the good trader is not the guy which every day doing 100 trades. A good trader is a guy who he can sit and wait for a good trade and who knows where to start and where to go out.
So like sitting in the ambush, and when the
Yeah,
time comes,
like
just
like a
rush
lion
for it. Yeah, like lion.
in
Yes.
safari. He sits and waits for.
Uh-huh. So we're here today with Cryptocurrency Alliance, and I'm the leader of the Pride. So guys, be welcome. By the way, if you have any questions for me and for Andrei, uh, it's not like every day you have a chance to talk to a guy who is trading for 8 years and already managed to have his personal fund. So you're welcome to ask any questions. I think he will share with you any ideas, strategies. Um, Maybe he has some special cryptocurrency strategies, or maybe his knowledge of crypto exchanges. So, guys, you are welcome. Type this in the chat. By the way, you can also type if something is wrong, if you don't hear us. You're welcome. So let's return to our talk.
So yes, feel
Uh,
free, guys.
yeah. Uh, Another question about what currency to choose is like, do you find that, let's just have a look on these charts. Like, for example, I open Bitcoin chart here on Bitseven. By the way, guys, we're trading on Bitseven.com platform. It's very convenient. And let's make it full screen. Yep, and let's, for example, open an Ethereum chart. So, this one is Bitcoin and this one is Ethereum. And obviously, we can see that the shape of these charts are pretty much resembles each other. It's about like correlation between the cryptocurrencies. What do you think of it? Is it really have a strong correlation?
Of course. For now, because of the age of the market and because of the, you know, like some powers in this world, everything correlates now in crypto world with Bitcoin because it's the most capitalized currency because Bitcoin is the currency which you buy when you first start using crypto. To buy Ethereum, you will first buy Bitcoin. To buy Ripple, you will first buy Bitcoin, and this is the main thing why Bitcoin now is the
So everybody starts with Bitcoin.
yes, yes, and it's a more valuable thing. Most people use Bitcoin, so it's most trustful currency for now.
But how it works actually? Because it happens like no, some negative news come on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies also go down, or how it works? Just explain some more.
Mm, so you want to know the economics of the
I
all
think,
the thing?
I think for just maybe it's not so obvious because how it's like if Bitcoin go down, why exactly for example, Ethereum go down? It's like a mood of the market, or
Because the most volume of Ethereum trading is going with Bitcoin. It's not like Ethereum use the dollar. It's the most volume of trading is Bitcoin and Ethereum.
so,
And
volumes of Bitcoin and
yeah,
Ethereum is pretty much strong, have a strong
yes.
correlation.
So for example, you have 0.0.0 and 1 BTC per Ethereum, and when BTC goes down, of course, for short term, Ethereum will go down too. If this currency have some good news, or if they're releasing some new updates, or if there are any new guys who are developing this product, of course the price will not correlate with the Bitcoin so fast. But for now, when we see the flat on the market, we see that currency is just used for investment and not used in the real world. Until it will not be used in the real world life, in the real sector, we will see this correlation.
So in general, like it has correlation, but when some news on other coin come, like for Ethereum, yes, its correlation is like less loss. Yes, it behaves independently. When some new special news on, for example, Ethereum come, yes,
Yes, of course.
and if some processes involving that special coin, yes, example given Ethereum, yes, they start, and so that breaks correlation. And if nothing comes on Ethereum, yes, for Ethereum, then correlation
Yes, of course.
is strong. Yeah.
Yes, for example, during the World Economic Forum in Davos in this year, we saw some good news for Ripple. You know, the Ripple founders were there. They were giving some interviews to people, and we saw that it was going flat and up when the BTC was going down and was losing the value.
Lord Sword, hello. Nice to meet you. Uh,
So we got the first guest.
Yes, we had the first guest. So, Lord Sword, are you a professional trader or just curious how to know how to trade cryptocurrencies?
Yo guys, who trades?
Yeah, everybody trades, but no one speaks about it.
I think because they lose.
uh, well, when someone loses, someone else gains, you know.
You know. Yeah.
How do you say it? Like big money loves silence. But it's not in our case. In our case, we're here to promote cryptocurrency trading. We're here to promote convenient ways to trade, like, for example, on the Bitseven.com platform. So, we were talking about the correlation between cryptocurrencies. And you were talking about Davos and Ripple, yes? So you think Ripple has a nice future?
Yes, I think it has a really nice future. Of course, it has a huge minus that it is not really a real cryptocurrency. It's centralized. It's not even cryptocurrency. You know, it's like the shares of the company, because Ripple is the company which helps to make money transactions, like like Swift. So Ripple is like new Swift, but and Ripple cryptocurrency is not the case of that. Ripple cryptocurrency is like shares of that company, you know. But it has really great future because this company already works. It has some really working cases
Hmm.
instead
And
of others.
how do you find what? How do you find that, for example, we had a news in our video blog? By the way, guys, you can type Ripple on our YouTube channel and find a lot of news about Ripple. And we had a news about Ripple and Russian financial system having negotiations, and it went in positive way. So for I mean for Russian for
Monetary system.
guys in charge from Russia, Ripple is uh, like an option because for them and maybe for many other big investors, centralized is not bad. It's actually good because they want some stability, someone uh, company or person who you can talk to and solve your cases. So how do you find it? Do you think we will see Ripple integration in Russia in some near future?
Oh, of course, I think you guys, you know what you are doing, and the Ripple is the really nice case for Russian economics because you know with these also sanctions between different countries, you know these conflicts, they put to the risk the country and its ability to make money transactions. You know, for example, Iran, uh, where government switched off the SWIFT transactions. Now they are using cryptocurrency very much. They buy it a lot because they just can't send money to another country because SWIFT transactions are not enabled in their country. So in that case, of course, if something like that will happen to Russia, uh,
Ripple will be the first
I
choice.
think Ripple will help very nice.
Do you think it's like what's the probability of that? Can you imagine that Russian functionaries will actually use Ripple in international transactions? Do you think it's possible?
Uh, of course, it's possible theoretically, but you know, we all know that Russians are quite, how to say it?
Conservative.
Yes, conservative. They don't like uh, all new. They like, you know,
And they don't like decentralized.
yes, they like to go to the
They like
same bank.
centralizations.
Yes, yes. We like centralizations, like traditions, like everything like this.
Mhm.
So I think it will be hard to integrate it to the economics of the Russia, but when it will happen, it will give a big response, I think.
And Ripple is, like I recall, is like an Asian, Asian from like Asian origin. So it's from China,
You
yes.
mean where it find it?
Yeah.
No, as I know, it's European and American bankers founded Ripple, and
But they like yes, that's maybe so. But like Ripple is popular on Asian markets,
yes, yes, we
and
heard that too. Yeah.
and why is that? Maybe because Asians like centralized.
I think the first thing is that is the marketing strategy of Ripple company, of course. But
So they're just marketing for the Asian region. Yes.
yes, but they, oh, no, they marketing worldwide. They also have big market in South America, in North America,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Caribbean Sea, all the countries in there. I heard that they use Ripple a lot too, but yes, I think its main marketing strategy is Asia, and also, as we know, in the most of the Asian countries, they still have like centralized.
It's more simple for them to have a centralized
Yes, system.
solutions.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because like Russians, they
Right.
historically live like in centralized world
Uh,
with the
and
imperator, you
mhm.
know.
Yes, so Russians are just in the same league. They want something centralized. Maybe not all Russians, but
Yes,
Russian
it's like
functionaries.
the same case, but the but but Russians also more con- con- conserv- conservative.
Conservative. Yeah, maybe just not like all Russians are conservative, but like I mean, Russian institutionals are conservative,
Of course, yes.
because I think Russia has pretty much vocal crypto community, and many people who are involved with cryptocurrencies have Russian origin, like Vitalik Buterin, and they stand for a strong decentralized position, anonymization, and so on. So I think like it's Russian institutionals who are conservative, but maybe the big part of other crypto players are not so crypto conservative.
Of course, yeah, you're right, but Vitalik's case is that he was just born in Russia, you know.
Ah, he was not.
Yeah, he is Canadian citizen.
He from
Yeah,
a little age. Yes.
yes.
Uh huh. Okay. Okay. So, so, and how about just because we were started to speak about Vitalik Buterin, what do you think about Ethereum? A lot of new upgrades were released for its some technical updates like scalability and so on. What do you think? Does it have great future? Will it compete with Bitcoin? What's your opinion on that?
I'm not sure that it's correctly to compare Bitcoin and Ethereum because the Bitcoin is like, you know, it's like gold. It's like digital gold, and Ethereum is a system where you can make some smart contracts. So it's like, you know, it's like big decentralized computer where you can create wherever you want. So talking about Ethereum, I think yes, the scalability of the system will play nice for them, but I don't think it can ever go over Bitcoin because it's not a currency. Ethereum, it's just how to say it. It's
Blockchain technology.
yeah, it's blockchain technology, and in the Ethereum coin is the coin which is made just to pay for operations inside of the system.
Mm-hmm. Mm, and so you think that, and why Bitcoin is like gold? So because it's the first one. Is, why it has such a reputation?
No, it has it it's have only 21 million coins. It have very
Because
nice.
it's hard to mine.
Yeah, it have technology which how to say it, I don't know how which helps people to store their value because Bitcoin already have a market, a quite strong market, and there is no reason to think that tomorrow Bitcoin will cost $1, you know. And Ethereum is the currency which can cost $1 when all the users will stop using that shit.
So I got you. I got you. So and just in case we have covered like free currency that we have on Bitseven.com platform. So let's have a talk about Litecoin. Actually, it's like I think for many people it's like a dark horse. Uh, what do I think about Litecoin? And let's have a look on the chart.
You know, the Litecoin is I think, the currency that must correlate with the Bitcoin mostly, because it was made just like, the the little version of Bitcoin. It was
Mm-hmm.
made for small transactions.
And here we see pretty strong correlation. Like here's a downtrend, here's a flat, and here's a
Mhm.
downtrend, and here's well almost flat.
Sorry, what time frame is it?
5 minutes, and
I think it
here's
should open 1 hour or so,
let's okay. Let's open 1 hour.
so we can have a bigger scale.
So that's 1 hour, and that's 1 hour, and well,
Yeah, now we see that it correlates
it
like
correlates
100%.
flat up, flat up, flat up, flat up.
Yeah.
So it's just, uh, so what's your opinion on Litecoin? Why so strong correlation?
As I said already, it was just made as a little version of Bitcoin, and if you ask me, I really don't know about Litecoin for now, and I'll tell you why. The founder of Litecoin, Charlie, also the founder of BTC exchange, uh, about a half of a year ago, he just sold off all his Litecoin, as he says, not to be involved in the market, so he can't make the price go down up. But I'm not sure about this version. I think maybe he thinks, or maybe he knows that this technology or this currency doesn't have big future,
Mm-hmm.
because it has same technology. It doesn't give anything fundamental new to the people. It just have smaller. It just have smaller value. It just have smaller fee, and
So,
something like that.
so we think that Litecoin will eventually go down and
I'm not sure.
disappear.
I'm not sure about it. It may be. It may be.
And what do you think? Maybe some technical rejuvenation. Maybe they will rebuild the structure. Is it possible uh, in case of Litecoin?
Uh, of course, it's possible technically to update it, but I don't know. I didn't speak to the team of this currency, and I'm not sure about their plans.
So it's unclear if they
Yes.
gotta do. No, I see. And um, interesting question about it. So we just have covered some background information. We heard opinion on cryptocurrencies by Andre. And so that's like an interesting question. If we have cryptocurrency which is strongly correlated to Bitcoin, can we make a profit from it? Like maybe the initial idea that comes to mind if something is correlated, that if you see like Bitcoin going up, so with some lag you will see the Litecoin going up. Can we make a profit of it? Is it real? Is it possible?
Oh, it's like, for now it's like gambling. I think the better idea is to go another way, because when you buy, for example, Litecoin and buy Bitcoin, you know that it will go the same way, and there is no reason, I think, to buy both, because the capitalization of the Litecoin is much smaller, and it has much more ability to get pumped or dumped, so it's not so nice as Bitcoin.
I mean,
But but
I mean, if you just can you play on correlation? So if some Bitcoin like the main one, yes, and other correlates to. other currencies correlate to Bitcoin. And if you see Bitcoin going up, theoretically speaking, you can uh, buy some other cryptocurrency which correlates to Bitcoin and expect it to go up either. Is it possible? Do some guys trade like this?
I think the better idea to find another way correlation. So, for example, Ripple. For l- for last time, Ripple doesn't correlate with Bitcoin so much. So, if you
Yeah, and we see, and we pretty much, uh, but no, well, not.
yeah, it correlates for now, but this is the system which is quite strong and
uh,
have its own reasons to flow to go up and down. So if you want to make profit on correlation of the currencies, I think it's a good idea to hedge your funds by buying, for example, Bitcoin and buying, for example, Ripple. And if something goes wrong, one of these currency mostly will go in your way.
so you gonna like gonna so you intend to plan correlation like in a reversed way.
Yes.
So you like for hedging and for me not choosing not the correlated ones but who have like opposite correlation. I see. And kind of if we look for Ripple and Bitcoin, it's kind of the same movements, but the volatility is different.
Mm-hmm.
But well, general movement is pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Also, it's possible, to trade the different ways in the one coin, and also on Bitseven, our traders can do it because Bitseven gives opportunity to open positions in the both ways in one time. So it's quite nice case, guys.
and it's just very interesting question. Uh, two positions in opposite directions. How do you? Well, it's like if I get it right, that if you open like position the opposite direction, it means like you expect to miss with one of the positions. Yes, so it's like hedging.
Yes, yes. It's like storing the value.
Uh, and what's can you give us an example, maybe even on the chart?
I
Let's.
can give you example with the traditional market, with I think you will like this for example, the Russian market. As we know, the Russian ruble and Brent oil is quite
Mm-hmm.
correlates a lot,
A
I would
lot,
say.
yes.
And if you want to hedge your money, you can just, for example, buy Russian rubles and sell Brent oil. So it will you know, make your position stronger.
Uh, you mean like
You
your
know?
final profit will be less but more safe?
Yes, yes, for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Uh-huh. Interesting, interesting. Um, and how much do you? Uh, we have like 20 minutes to go
Oh, okay, okay.
on.
So,
And do you hedge often? Well, actually, in what cases? What signals uh, do tell you that you need um, to head for safety?
it depends. It depends. Actually, I'm not hedging too often, but some of our traders really like it. It's a good thing to start. It's
Just another strategy you can have
yeah, yeah. It's
in your arsenal.
yes.
Okay. So, and actually, we covered a lot of topics, and maybe let's get close to Bitcoin chart and maybe just have a small analysis of maybe we can enter the market and have
Oh,
some.
so you wanna make a trade with us?
Yeah, just I think our listeners also were curious just about your logic, about your trading style. Also, by the way, guys, I have another friend of mine. He's sitting to the side of me. He's just a little bit shy. And he's also a very important trader, and he knows lots of tricks and ways to make money with cryptocurrency trading. So maybe we could listen to his opinion about what trade we can make. Uh, he's not so strong as in English as we are, so maybe I will translate for you. Okay, let's open the Bitcoin chart and so what's your name?
Андрей.
Uh, that's another Andre, and well, I think we should open the 5 minutes. Yes.
День.
Day. Yes, one day. Uh, so you are talking now about long position or short position?
Long position.
Long position. Well, let's keep it in reserve. I think our listeners want to know about if there's any possibilities to make a trade right now. Okay. Uh, can you tell us something about like short position? Do you see any potential like making a trade right now?
Двунаправленную позицию. Можно открыть сейчас.
Two-sided position, yes. And let's be specific. Um, so here's the price at 4,039. Yes. We can open for like
4040.
You mean the buying price, yes? When it goes to 4.
Buy, sell.
Um, so
Bitcoin.
um, so how much? What parameters? I'm you gonna tell, and I'm gonna just show, maybe even execute the orders. So what order it will it will be? Yes, limit order. Yes. So guys, for those of you who are not who didn't already know about Bitseven platform, you can have we have two types of orders here. Yes, market and limit. Market is you execute the current market price, and limit it executes when the price go to your set position. So it's limit, yes.
Sell.
Yep.
Sell.
Sell. Okay. Confirm. Okay. Yes. So we have an open position. And what's next?
заявку на закрытие. Плюс 20, давай плюс 50%. Это 4,60
Uh,
и 4,20.
You mean me to do what?
4020.
You mean
Yeah, sell limit. 4,20. Или
you mean limit like this, yes?
Buy. Сейчас у нас позиция вниз.
Ага.
Значит, надо купить buy.
Ага.
Окей. Окей.
So what?
Вторую позицию не поставил. У тебя сейчас получается просто позиция. Одну позицию купил изначально. Двунаправленную сразу можно сделать.
So it's this position is opened and this is it haven't opened yet. Yes.
Yes.
So we can cancel it.
Нет, оставь.
Ага.
Сейчас нужно открыть позицию в лонг по этой же цене. 4,39 ставь. 4. Ну, можно уже 40.
Yep.
Уже догонять надо.
Buy.
No. Лимит 4. 40. Да, buy. Buy.
And that's a limit position. Limit order. Yes.
Ждем.
So, just explain yourself a little bit. What we're aiming for? What will happen? What scenario will be if everything goes right? So we have. Let's have a look. We have an down position. When we will close it. Когда мы закроем ее?
Close position. Вот у тебя ордер открыт по 4,20. Buy.
Yes.
Они должны быть связанные позиции. Если ты правильно открыл ее, она у тебя связана с той позицией. Вот тебе сейчас открыто, ты можешь нажать Sell Limit. Вот сейчас ты правильно сделал. 4,20 выставляй.
So guys, we're gonna set a limit for. So at what limit we automatically close position? Yes, I got it right. Yes, and we do set it for 4020. Confirm. So this one we don't need. Yes.
Yes. Так, вот эту. Cancel.
Okay. So what do we have? It's like price is like for. So aim for a price movement down to in range of $20. Yes. But with this position. Well, I'm explaining for everybody. Yes, and these orders, what they are for? It's like two directions. They just like we have sell and just explain what are they for? these orders?
Переводи.
Ну, типа вот мы открыли позицию, да, там, ну, что оно там по 21 закроется само, а вот эти штуки что делают?
Ну вот она у тебя как раз и закроется. Одна позиция закроется по 4,20.
Ага.
Это вот позиция, которая сейчас открыта.
Ага.
А вот эта позиция еще не открылась, мы ее ждем.
So this is linked order with that position, yes?
Yes.
So guys, this this row and this row in our table is connected. So when I choose strange, doesn't it have to be for 20, or is it just how it should be? Ну так работает, да?
Да.
So this row is connected with when I
Ордер не сработает, позиции не связаны.
yes, when I entered here for 1020, here appeared a new string.
Да, вот этот не сработает. Он не связан, он купится только в лонг. Вот по 40, который стоит.
Yes, so this row and this row are linked. And this one position is for what? То есть вот это там это связано. А вот это у нас что делает?
А это не связано, это ждет покупки в лонг. То есть мы просто ждем позицию. У нас шорт уже есть, и мы хотим еще взять в лонг позицию, чтобы не быть зависимым от тренда. То есть неважно, в какую сторону пойдет, мы одну позицию закроем в плюс, другую закроем. Другую не будем закрывать, удвоимся там, предположим.
So this order is for a long position, and the point is like we're not for us not to depend on price movement. So in like in any case, то есть в любом случае у нас или короткий сработает, или мы откроем на...
Или мы откроем другую позицию в лонг и будем ждать ее закрытия по 4.60, потом поставим заявку.
So like и то есть у нас два сценария. Или мы закрываем короткий, или если движение идет в другую сторону, то у нас вместо закрытия короткого открываются автоматически долгие.
Длинные, да.
So guys, like here's two scenarios. The first one, if price go down and it moves for like 4020, then we close position and have profit. If it moves another way, it moves up and reaches 4040, then we automatically open another long position. Yes. So just explain some more. So in case if we haven't guessed it right, so in the bad case, what happens? Our short position so it would stay, yes, it will not be sold, or how? Ну, то есть, если бы, допустим, оно не пойдет вниз, а пойдет вверх до вот этого 4.40, то есть у нас та позиция, что с ней будет?
Да, ну, одна позиция будет в плюсе, другая будет позиция в минусе. И мы будем ждать какого-нибудь закрытия, а потом разворота назад.
То есть мы будем ждать, когда одна из позиций
которая закроется в плюс, а остальную, другую позицию мы будем ждать отскока в обратную сторону. Или же, если отскок не пойдет, открываем еще позицию, удваиваемся сеточкой.
Andrew has some very interesting ideas. So guys, the idea is pretty much like this. So if this order didn't work out, the price will go to 4040, and we will have two open positions. One will be in profit, and another will be in loss. Yes, and we will have to wait until either some position will be automatically closed, well, this one which has sell limit, or when the, то есть или когда вот это открытое лонговое выйдет в прибыль, которая перекроет потери от короткой, да?
Ну, да, технически. Ну, просто нужно, как тебе сказать, ты с учетом комиссии, ты в минусе по умолчанию,
Ну да.
просто в разе.
Ну, то есть
Тебе нужно ждать коррекции.
Ну, то есть мы ждем, что большая позиция перекроет потери от короткой, плюс комиссию, плюс какая-то прибыль.
Да.
So, and in this case, we will have, in this case, when the first order is in loss, we will wait for second position, this one, until this position will go up until that level when our profit from second position will cover the loss from the first position, the commission, and maybe leave us with some profit. Yes. And сеточка это что? То есть как бы это что-то именно?
Ну, это я не знаю, как сказать. Стратегия там. Ну просто.
Удваивается это что-то.
Ну, удваивается это Martingale стратегия, а здесь это гибридная.
Oh yeah, here we are. We have your buy order was executed. So
To position.
Yes, so that was our case we were talking about. What?
Ставь ордер на закрытие вот, позиции, которая сейчас работала.
Ты, кстати, в курсе, что когда мы закончим стрим, нам надо будет что-то с этим делать?
Ну, закроешь.
Okay.
Позиция, которая сейчас купилась, выставляй заявку на закрытие. Вот ты купил сейчас позицию.
Just I lent you an management. You are setting a limit, yes? Okay, so we have set a limit for auto sale at 4060. Yes?
Ну, 50% там сколько должно быть. Минус комиссия 30-20% в плюсе, по идее. При условии, что потом вернется следующий в откат другая позиция.
So, Andrew says like $20 price movement should be enough to cover the loss from previous short position and commission and have some profit. Yes, I got you right. So, Karinchik and Andrew also began to tell about the Martingale strategy. So, as I recall, Martingale strategy is like if you opened unprofitable position, you can cover the loss by opening the opposite direction position, but with a twice amount of order. Ну, то есть ты, если ты не угадал с позиции, ты открываешь другую в другом направлении, но объем ордера увеличиваешь там в 2 раза, например, да?
Да.
So,
усредняю.
Yeah, Martingale method, just very interesting, but I think it's very risky strategy. What do you think? Many experts don't advise Martingale strategy for novice traders. What's your opinion? Is it for pro traders? How do you think? Я говорю, что обычно это типа рисковые стратегии. Maybe Andrew, maybe you have some opinion.
You know, I want to mention that our fund have different strategies. Of course, this is not the most how to say it, not the most safe strategy, but you know, who doesn't risk.
Don't drink champagne.
Don't drink champagne. Yeah.
Uh,
So if you want some extra profit, you have to risk, of course. It's the main rule of economics. It's called, you know, the profit from risk. I don't know how to say it.
Aggressive trading.
Yes.
So we have different opinions. So as you can see, just as a lot of for a lot of traders, there are many different ways. Everyone has its style. Somebody has more aggressive style, and some people just want to be safe and sure. And actually, what's your style? You can post it in the comments. You can type us in the chat. You can ask us a question. By the way, guys, if you want to hear more about the Martingale style, and if you want to hear more about the Martingale style, the aggressive playing, the opposite direction orders, you can write it in the comments. You can type us. And also, if you want to know more about the analytics, about the like more fundamental analysis of digital currencies from Andrew, also type in the chat, type in the comments. We will be more. We will explain more about this next time. So, guys, for today we have covered many topics, and as promised, we brought you new cryptocurrency trading strategies. For example, like Martingale methods, which is very interesting. Just can't help waiting for the next streaming session. Maybe Andre will tell us more about this and show us the examples of this kind of strategy. So, folks, that's all for today, and let's say goodbye to our listeners.
Yeah, thank you for inviting.
Yes, it was pleasure to hear you. So,
Thank you.
yes, second, Andre also says goodbye for you, and for me it also it was a very interesting streaming session. So see you next time. See you at the Bitseven.com. See you at the Bitseven channel. Keep an eye for our videos. Just don't forget to join us. Wait for our stream. Next online session will be at Friday. So guys, goodbye and have a good day.
And have a good big profit.
Yes, make big profits with Bitseven.com.
Yeah.
Тише ты еще не закрыл.